What's up, guys? This is Adrian with Scrape Creators, and today we're going to go over the Instagram API for the Scrape Creators API. That's my product. And we're just going to be getting public profiles and public posts, so nothing behind the login. And the advantage of using my API is there's no rate limits, unlike the actual official Instagram API. And Instagram is pretty limiting, though. Because this is just public information, then they have limited the endpoints and types of things that are available. So you really can only get the profile page and their posts, as well as the individual post information and the transcript you can see right here. So you do kind of have to have the profiles or the usernames or handles, as I like to call them, beforehand. And if you need to seed your database with even more handles or profiles, then I have a list right here that you can buy. So they're $500, and you can see a sample there, as well as TikTok and YouTube. Let me show you how to use the API and what you can get from it. So I have all the code written here. This code will be available in the description below in a repo with all the other examples. So we are going to be using just only the profile endpoint right now, because it actually gets you the first, I think it's 12 posts, or maybe it's 24, and also gets you related profiles. So even if you start with like my profile, Carson's and Mike's, you get related profiles, and then you can get the related profiles of those related profiles to seed your database also. Not everyone has related profiles, but when they're there, it's pretty useful. So this is the endpoint that we're going to be using, Scrape Instagram Profile. This is the function that we made. So you just have to call this endpoint /v1 Instagram/profile and give it the handle with no @ symbol. And then you just need an X API key in the header, and you can get that from app.scrapecreators.com. And then there's a lot of logging here. And then you can make, like I said before, a bunch of concurrent calls, because there's no rate limits with this API because we're gathering public information. So you can make a bunch of concurrent calls. In this case, we're just making those 3 because these are the 3 handles here. Writing to a file so we can see all of the raw JSON. And then we're just looping over it, and then I'm just logging it out to make it a little bit easier to read for you guys. So here we're logging the posts and then the related profiles right here. And if you don't know how to code, or you're still new, then you can use this copy for AI button and copy the prompt, which you can insert into or paste into ChatGPT or Cursor or LLM of your choosing. And that should make it a lot easier to just let the AI code it for you instead of you doing it yourself. So if we go ahead and run this, then we're going to just run node instagram.js. And I'm also keeping track of how much time that it took. So for those 3 profiles, it took 4.3 seconds. Pretty good. And you can see the logs here. Obviously a lot of text because of the image and video URLs. So if we take a look at this one, then this is the raw video.
These email automations.
So this is for Mike. So if you want to go to the post URL, then you would just go here. Boom. And then so that says 149 likes. Boom. And then views. I don't know if we can view it in this area here. Oh, and I probably should have got the caption, but whatever. So boom, we get so that's his username, follower count, following, posts, bio, and then website, all that good stuff. And obviously, if you wanted to save the video or the image, you would just download it locally and then upload it to cloud provider of your choosing, like I use Supabase or Cloudinary, whatever, because these URLs will expire, so you can't just save them in your database. And then, here's an example of the related profiles. I think this is for Carson. So obviously you get a lot of related profiles, so that is really, really nice. So here is one of the related profiles. Boom. So you get tons of related profiles, and then here's the posts, and then my related profiles right up here, his stats, Carson's. So if you ever need to seed your database with a ton of profiles, then try to use the related profiles. And then here's the raw JSON as well. You can take a look at, and you have tons of different information available, like if the user includes the address, then you can get that. So this is mine right here. I'm in Austin. And then if we look at Carson's, he doesn't have one, and Mike doesn't have one. Most people won't have one, unfortunately. But you get the category name. So that's pretty much it. So you can use that API, which is the Instagram API, or you can use YouTube, Facebook, any of these. We have TikTok. All of these don't have any rate limits, because they're just getting public information. Twitter, Reddit, Threads, Truth Social, Pinterest, all this good stuff. So check it out, scrapecreators.com. Thanks.